much later clue from Lira. I'm a bee farmer by profession, and I love beekeeping so much. I have 240 beehive. 200 are modern beehive, then the 40 are local beehive. Naads provide us with citrus, that is oranges, whereby we have incorporated with our bees. It's helping us as bee forage, and we really love them because of their support. Since these people gave us without payment, it was very easy for us now. But when you go to the outgrowers, you have to buy. But this one was given like free of charge. You only have to manage it by either spraying, of which we are not using the local the chemical in the soap. We are using organic pesticide if we are to spray. But using this chemical, we don't encourage in the apiary, because once you spray it, it's like you have contaminated the honey and you have contaminated the health of the public. So we don't encourage use of chemicals in the farm. And we do a lot of value addition in the beekeeping. We process honey first of all. Then we had the value of honey to different bee products like honey wine, as you can see. We also make propolis tincture out of the raw propolis. We also make honey cream for the skin, and also we make honey soap. So when you look around, we have all these products here. So we also offer beekeeping training to the community. So we train farmers, we train the youth, and we also supply other beekeeping equipment like the beehive. You can also see the hive is here, the modern beehive, a catcher box, a bee suit, bee smoker, to mention but a few. So when you want to find us, we are really based in Lira town.
My name is Ajagat Swaleh Zubair. I come from West Nile in a newly opened district called the Obongi district. So I deal with the cassava. We have very many varieties of cassava, but I have right now Narocas 1, which is the latest variety. We have preferred to use this one because it is resistant to CBSD, and again it is also resistant to cassava mosaic. I have about 84 acres of Narocas 1, and then I supply Naads with the cuttings. After supplying them, then I distribute to various parishes of the districts of either Moyo or both Moyo and Ajumani. I mean Yumbe. In an acre, you are able to raise around 4.5 million shillings. You can get it from the cuttings and also the tubers. And I am much concentrated on what? On the cuttings, because they get me more money than the what? The tubers. Naads has helped me to create for me market, and also to make sure that it has also raised my standard. Before we were just cultivating cassava for home consumption, and also for the what? For the cassava flour. But this time I think the issue of cassava cuttings is now more lucrative than what? The cassava chips and the flour.
I am John Onangole from Soroti district, Teso sub-region. I am a farmer who is supported by the Naads program. I received the seedlings and the advisory services from the Naads program, and I initially was a farmer mainly on food production, not targeting at income. I used to grow sweet potatoes, simsim, cassava, basically for my family to eat. But when Naads came in, I got some orange seedlings and mango seedlings. I planted 3 acres at the beginning of oranges and 1 acre of mangoes at the beginning. But now I have 6 acres of oranges and also I have 4 acres of mangoes. I am benefiting a lot now from these seedlings, which I have been getting since the inception of the Naads stock operation of wealth creation. In an acre of oranges, I get 100 bags, which 100 bags I sell each bag at 60,000 minimum, 60 to 80,000. So I get over 7.2 million shillings in a season from 1 acre of oranges. So in 2 seasons, I get 14.4 million from my oranges alone. That's from 1 acre. Now from my 6 acres of oranges, I am able to harvest, to multiply the 14.4 million times 6, which is good money for my family. Similarly from oranges, from mangoes, from my 3 acres of mangoes, from 1 acre I get up to 6 million shillings minimum. So from my 3 acres I get about 18 million shillings. So it has helped me to transform, to make myself food secure at my family, pay school fees for my children, be able to handle all my medical expenses for my children, and be able now even to expand into other enterprises. As we speak, I have 7 Frisian cows, which are giving me more income. I also have 50 Boer goats, which are also there. Other farmers come and buy he-goats, especially from me. I also get money. 1 he-goat goes at 250,000. Which is equally good. I get from 1 dairy cow, I get about 15 liters of milk per day. So I am actually being empowered for wealth creation, and therefore I stand to say my annual income is beyond 20 million shillings per annum. So I have been able to meet that target, which was always a dream of government. So under Operation Wealth Creation, I'm really very happy at Naads. Naads, I'm very happy for the support, for the inputs, and for the empowerment that I have received. And I look forward now to a bright future. My next move is I want to add value to the mangoes, and I also want to add value to the oranges and be able to sell value-added products. And I believe that with the Naads program, it will still take me far into value addition, whereby I can be able to sell finished product, not just only the fruits. And also I'm supporting other farmers. Many farmers come to my farm, they learn, and they also copy, they go and do the same. They come and practice from my farm. Even students from Arapa Agricultural College, those who are sent the sub-county, they come and they attach to my farm. They learn how to manage mangoes, manage oranges, and also manage the animals. And they go back when they are enriched in their industrial study. So I'm also supporting them. I also visit other farmers, and I'm also part of the Teso Fruit Growers Union. And I'm also a member of the union. I participate in the activities, and together we are progressing as a union to ensure that all of us move together and prosper together.
Josephine is my name. I'm a member of Rams Company Limited. I've represented Rams Company Limited. Rams is found in Chirura district. It deals mainly in honey. And in honey, there are some products that are out when we get honey. So the first product, we get honey. Then from the honey we get honeycombs. We are able to make candles. We are supported by Naads. Naads supported us by giving us machines. It gave us machines which are used for testing honey. Our honey is already tested, and it gave us machines which are used in harvesting honey, machines like smokers and other machines for making candles, and other machines that it gave us at the factory. Our factory is found at Sang Town Council. The products we have brought right now, we have brought honey, which has honeycombs. Then we have honey that we get after putting in machines in order to remove the combs. We are able to get the wax. Wax is got from honeycombs. We as Rams Company Limited, after the great job that we did, or having satisfied His Excellence President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, he happened to give us land in Rachtura to start a demonstration. So this is the label from Rachtura. We are able to rear bees in Rachtura in the president's home. So great thanks go to the Naads people who provided us with the machines, with the beehives, machines which help us in harvesting and packing honey, and machines which help us to test the honey. So this machine has a battery. When the battery is new, and it tests from inside. When it is 17 and above, that honey is pure. It does not have things like water. That honey does not have things like dirt. It is not alcoholic. So it means your honey is pure and clean. So again, Naads was able to provide us with machines of queen rearing. When you rear the queen, the queen is able to lay very many eggs. Those very many eggs, that's when you find a beehive contains a lot of worker bees, which are able to produce a lot of honey. Then another thing, it was able to provide us with smokers. This smoker is used during harvesting.
I'm called Kawaya Fred, a pineapple farmer, and I'm a prominent farmer. Mainly, I'm growing pineapple and bananas. I'm from Mukono district, Siranamganga sub-county. I'm a commercial farmer by doing pineapple and banana at large scale. Mostly, some of the Ugandans are saying agriculture is not real, agriculture, you made a loss. But we are here to testify that doing agriculture, you can't regret. Because, as per se, I have 5 acres of pineapple intercropped with banana. Then I have plain banana at 10 acres. So, I can manage to earn, I can say a little money, but I can earn a big note of money. I was helped by Naads because before Naads, I was doing agriculture at small level. But as of now, I can say I'm on commercial farmer level. And I encourage fellow Ugandans to participate in agriculture, mostly in pineapple and banana, because the market is available. Even you are the first customer in pineapple and banana. So that's what I can say. Naads has helped me by supporting me, by providing me pineapple suckers, trainings, like as of now. Because I'm here, I'm training farmers, but I'm also trained from other fellow farmers. So now, I encourage people to participate in agriculture.
Umar, under Kayunga Pineapple Cluster, basically dealing in pineapple growing, processing, juice extraction, wine and solar drying. Before Naads came in for its trainings, we were just on a small farms growing pineapples, but as Naads came in, they trained us in advocacy and marketing accessibility. As a result, they networked us to the SEDAT, College of Engineering, Makerere University, and the ISSPU, have managed to dry the banana, the apple banana, and the juice extraction. Besides that, the youths and the disadvantaged groups have started getting the employment, like those slicing, working in the gardens, and also, furthermore, the market access, both national, international, have gained. like in the supermarkets like a ShopRite. Our products, you can find them. We export through Fruits of the Nile Uganda Limited, which exports them to UK, Sunderland. So we are very proud of Naads Advisory Services, what it has done for us, both women and the youth.
I'm Mrs. Florence Kayayo from Bunyangabo district. I grow grapes. I started growing grapes in 2012. The seed which I used to grow, I just picked it from the rubbish, from the bishop's residence in Fort Portal Diocese. I went and planted. I did all the agronomic practices, but I planted and started creeping just a pumpkin on the ground. Then one time I came with up an idea of supporting it. I put the supporters, but I didn't know how it grew. One time I had the students from Makerere University who were doing research on my farm. I asked them about the agronomic practices. They told me they didn't know any agricultural practices because this was a new crop in Uganda. I went to research, the same thing, they were still researching on the crop. So we decided to go to the net. I downloaded the information. I started now studying the information. By translating that information into the actual, into the real garden and the practices, it was difficult because of the terms and they had used. They were difficult to translate. But slowly I managed to translate, and I started practicing. The first 2 crops from the 5, I raised more 7. They became 12. Then once I started putting on, they started with only 7 kilograms. We made our first try. We got out 15 bottles of wine, and whoever tasted it recommended us to continue and encouraged us to do so. So from that time we started. I upscaled the garden to 700 plants. That is 1 3/4 of acres. So from there, I've now planted another 1.5. So they are about 3 acres. 1 3/4 is already putting on, and we are processing. From the 1.5, from the 70 kilograms, those 15 bottles, I can now process 160 jerry cans in a season, and that is 3,500 jerry cans. And from the 300 jerry cans, that is we get those 3,000 bottles at 20,000. That is 60 million in a season. It is an enterprise which takes a very small area of land, but is a high value enterprise, and is a very high yielding enterprise, which I encourage other people to take on. But the only thing is that this is a temperate fruit. It grows in specific areas, and very soon in July, this year, this very month, I'll be getting the processing equipment from the Naads program.